Filipinx American queer coming out and coming of age story in 6 parts. 1. I wish I can recite this poem in Tagalog. Instead, I can only refer to the language of my ancestors and metaphors written in the colonizers' English. How growing up, I once considered Tagalog to be a bright neon stain on my camouflaged tongue, or its accent landing on my tongue like a stench of odor needing to be covered up. God forbid my friends at school call me a fob, too. I was born in the 80s, you know, way back in the 1900s, here on unceded Tongva land, to 2 Filipino immigrants with 2 kids already in tow. I came along 4 years in on their assimilation train, the first American-born offspring. Of course, I was never taught to have pride in our customs or our culture, or was raised to speak our native language. But over the course of my childhood, picked up on a few of the phrases like, mahal kita, I love you, salamat po, thank you, putangin mo, fuck you. Eventually, I picked up on casual questions around the house like, anong ginagawa mo? What are you doing? Saan ka pupunta? Where are you going? Bakla ka ba? Are you gay? These phrases, the abandoned fruits I managed to scavenge along the forgotten fields of my ancestors' colonized tongues. 3. When I was 9 years old, my grandfather and I were the best of friends. Until one day, when I found him dying on the bed and I was the only one home to call 911, the ambulance came and took him away. I never saw him again. I still miss him to this day, and I wonder about him, and I remember that he told me, boy, no matter what people say, always be proud of who you are. And not a day goes by that I wonder if he were still alive to see the woman I had become, would he still tell me to be proud? 4. When I was a teenager, I used to call myself a coconut. I would tell my white friends that I had rough brown skin on the outside, but if you cut me open, you'll totally find all the whiteness on the inside, like totally. That is a past that I'm no longer proud of. Sentiments I'm ashamed of when I see that it was my severed roots removed from its native soil, planted here in this foreign land where the trees, where my parents were promised to be greener pastures for us to grow, yet the trees of this field look nothing like us, and the fruit considered most beautiful is not ours. 5. Maybe someday I'll write this poem in Tagalog. Maybe someday I'll return to our ancient soil and plant these severed roots in the land of my ancestors. Maybe someday I'll get to see my Lolo again, find out if he's still proud of me. And all of this brown skin, and all of this woman that his grandson has become, as his words continue to echo into my existence, anak, no matter what they say, always be proud of who you are. I want to tell him that I am 6. Did you know that the coconut is the deadliest fruit? It can kill someone simply by falling from a tree and striking a colonizer in the head.